Hey guys, welcome back to CSGM. I am JRT with Dreamboat, and tonight we're going to be casting Orion up against Racially Diverse. This is the first match for both teams in ESEA-Main. I believe Orion is the same squad from last year, close to it. Racially Diverse, haven't really heard of them myself. Perhaps they changed names recently, but in either case, it's a clean slate for both teams going into this season. I believe it's season number 26, Dreamboat?
26 sounds right. It's been a while. I believe 26. Last season I played was 22, and that was of TF2, so I've been a little bit out of the loop. But no, it is in fact 26. And then, the important question I have is this team's name is racially diverse. Are they racially diverse? That's what I want to know. Like, are they actually it, or are they memeing? I don't know if I can tolerate any meme. Where's the national anthem? I might have to take a knee for this.
Oh god.
But no, speaking of taking knees, we got a pistol round. If they get hit in the head, someone's gonna be taking a knee for the rest of the round. As we are live here, ready to go. It's going to be quite a lot of utility, including quite a few decoys making a lot of noise on the B bomb site here from Orion. They've busted out, plowing down lane. They kill Skywalker. That is absolutely savage. Simply though, Cham's back with 2. This retake's coming in strong. They don't actually check the guy. Coop, though, doesn't matter. SGM and Gizzy picking up those kills. Nice and quick. Prism and Obsidian, last 2 alive for the CT side, and that's Obsidian hitting a nice little tag up onto SGM. Waiting for Prism to come in, and he's going to walk straight into the crosshair. Shot goes down, SGM. Lovely tap by him. Obsidian a 1 versus 2. What can he do? Starting to work his way forward. Spots one out. Is he gonna check the guy beside him? He's aware. Not quite enough. His SGM hits a lovely headshot. 3K for him as well.
Yeah, SGM playing the site perfectly there, holding the angle towards Long B, getting that headshot, then turning around, looking at Rock, knows that someone's going to be pushing there. Indeed they were. Got his 3rd frag of the round, and that was that. 1-0 in favor of Orion, and a very early match pause being called, probably a technical difficulty here, and according to Destroyed Enhance in the chat, it looks like Racially Diverse was Team Amethyst last season, unless he's talking about Orion, which I don't think that's the case, though. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to the second round soon enough, but already a pause. Did you see anything that happened that would have caused this in that round?
Not that I can think of that would cause the pause, no. Pings look pretty good. That's one of the first things I always check is you're sitting here in a pause and you see that, like, Skywalker has 500 ping. You're like, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, who knows? Could be something as easy as, someone was drinking a milkshake where he played and spilled his milkshake on his monitor. And now it's just chocolate everything. He's got chocolate rain coming down his monitor.
Chocolate
Can't see.
rain!
I know the
Some
guy that did that
dry
song.
while others feel the pain.
I talked to him once. He's a nice guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He started playing TF2, and, like, the entire TF2 community was like, oh my god, someone who's relevant is playing our game.
But he's no longer relevant, just like Team Fortress 2!
Exactly!
Oh!
It's gone! Who knew?
It's gone. Bye, Team Fortress 2. I loved you when you were around. I played a lot of TF2.
That's where I got my start, man. I was a TF2 caster.
Not really.
Yeah. Spent 3 years casting that game before I realized that, hey, this is a real esport. I should try that instead.
I've been casting only Counter-Strike. I casted a bit of TF2 in my day, but not too much. It looks like we're going to get live here once more. Everything has been sorted. Maybe just a weird pause, someone had to go to the bathroom, who knows. But it's 1-0 in favor of Orion. Racially Diverse looking to strike back here. Their starting lineup is Lennox, Prism, Simply, Obsidian, and Skywalker. Starting lineup for Orion is SGM, Filthy, Help, Anti, and Gizzy.
Look at Obsidian here. They boosted him up, top drop. Help is just gonna walk into him though, but the Galil, it's a stronger gun than a 5.7, wins that fight. And that's key too, because he's the guy closest to bomb, does a lot to protect it. There are 3 players out long right now. Lennox, well, might find something, but he's actually gonna hit back in the little cubby. Got a chicken next to him. Chicken hopefully won't give him away. Won't remind them to check that. But the hit's starting to come forward. Quick molly in. Actually, they've fall back. 1 Molotov is all they wanted to use.
Yeah, just taking their time, which is a smart move here for Orion. They don't want to get caught off guard from close range from these pistols. SGM takes out Skywalker, and I think Lennox, yep, still hiding there, taking his time. He could get one off guard. Help looking right in his direction, but he gets 3, almost 4. What the heck just happened there? Lennox with perfect shots from the 5-7. Filthy still alive. He gets the frag on Simply, leaving only Prism. But Lennox almost single-handedly winning the round. Imagine if he had gotten that 4th frag. This would be a completely different round. Anti finds the final one on Prism, and that's going to be that 2-0 in favor of Orion. But what a show put on by Lennox in that little cubby.
You know, I thought he was totally done. I thought he was gone. Erased from the server. The first player peeked and checked that spot. As soon as you see a guy check it, you're like, well, he's probably dead. And somehow he turns that into a 3K.
He won the engagement.
Absolutely insane. Absolutely mental.
Yeah, just completely surprised to see him win that engagement. Help turning the corner, looking right at him, and not firing quickly enough. Looks like it's going to be a 5-man stack here over on the A ramp. We've seen this a lot in competitive play, and not surprised to see it here again. It guarantees a trade when someone comes out towards A, but it looks like Orion's going towards B. So
I'm sorry, I'm just going to free cam right now and just look at this setup from they're starting to move now. But racially diverse, we're just sitting in that lovely line, you know? I loved it.
It's a great setup. It's been done before, and I love it as well. It works very well if the opposing team goes to A, but they did not this time. And he gets a couple of kills before he gets taken down. So a Galil for Lennox. Wouldn't be surprised to see him save that, and indeed he's going to run away. He might be engaged, though, here by Help, who did spot him out. But that Galil's going to win the engagement at that range. Help going to try and flank around towards long A. Lennox hears him. He's going to focus in on him and takes him down. Still firing our Lennox. Filthy and Gizzy being a bit too aggressive, I think, going after the CTs here. Gizzy does get a couple of frags, though Prism and Skywalker go down, leaving only Lennox desperately trying to save this Galil going into the next round. And he gets a headshot looking for another one. He's just been on fire. He gets another one. What is he thinking right now? I don't know how he's getting these shots, but he's nailing them. SGM finally takes him out. But wow. Lennox 7-3, and his team's down 3-0. He's just on fire.
What a costly round. That's what's key. Look at the money right now with all those AKs they had to rebuy. There's not a lot of it. Anti with loss bonus can probably drop one next round if it's a loss, and Orion definitely can. But other than that, that's not nice. A lot of people on no money. This round is so pivotal, as the first gun round always is. Winner here is going to have a lot more bank.
That was a good nade by Simply. Then he follows up with the frag on Help. Skywalker helps out with a couple of op kills. Filthy and SGM going down. Last 2 remaining are on the B plat. Gizzy goes down, and Skywalker gets his second. Make that 3rd of the round. Anti going down, and just like that, Racially Diverse is on the board. Orion going down in the first 30 seconds of the round.
Yeah, the force with this Skywalker there, hitting a nice little 3K with the AWP, making it work nice and easy. If he can keep that up, this is going to be a really strong factor on the CT side.
Yeah, and I mean, look at Orion now. They can't buy up because of how much damage Lennox did to the economy. So he's got just doing work for his team. He's going to be one to watch for sure as we continue on here. Round number 5. Orion, SGM actually, Orion SGM, and the rest of his team going to favor long A. And unless something crazy happens and they fall back, it's going to be a long A hit. They're going to engage with Lennox and Prism as they come out and look for some action.
You know, I know you're saying Lennox, but I can't help but hear Linux in, like, software engineer in me. It's just like, Linux.
Well, we can call him Linux.
But speaking of Lennox, he finds the first kill, drops down from his boosted up spot, grabs a second as well. He's on 15 HP, not in the greatest position, but now the cavalry has arrived. He has squad mates to help him out. Obsidian and Prism grabbing 2 in 1 kill. Closing out the round. Beautiful play by Len, especially since he managed to stay alive. Really put something in the back of their minds as they were hitting that site.
Yeah, and the economy's still not very good here for Orion. They are going to be on another pistol buy-ups. 3 CZs, a Desert Eagle. Make that 4 CZs and a Desert Eagle. I think, of course, I'm bothering Dreamboat by saying Z because I'm Canadian. Apparently, I have to say Z.
But, the proper thing to do.
Lots of smokes coming here onto the B site. Help's gonna get naded down. No, actually, he dodged the nade, charges around to the site. This could be good for Orion, but unfortunately, Skywalker has his wits about him. Gets the initial frag. Gizzy and Filthy, though, coming out, getting 2 CZ frags. Simply strikes back. It's just back and forth action here. Orion has managed to get the bomb done. They pick up the op. Filthy gets 1, but Simply creeping around from Highway gets 2. Filthy and Anti going down. SGM last one standing in Chicken Coop. Pretty much a death trap for him, and Simply racks up his 4th frag of the round, almost the ace. And here comes the defusal, so racially diverse striking back after losing the first 3 rounds in this match. Dreamboat, they are back in it, 3-3.
They don't recover the op though, which is a little bit unfortunate. They have the money to drop one though, but maybe they decided they didn't want one. We'll see. But no, they did bring it back out on Skywalker. And Simply looking like he's got maybe a bit of a typo in his name that, you know, made that look absolutely simple with those little 4K there. Closing out everybody. Too easy for him.
Yes, he's going to throw this. Now, he's got a pretty standard setup here. He gets ready over at Long B, listens for footsteps, and throws the nade as soon as he hears something. And he did hear a couple of footsteps, but that one is not going to connect on anything. 3 members of Orion hanging way back towards Long B. Not committing yet at all, Simply with a nice pop flash in towards drop, and then 2 mollies come in from Orion. And they don't actually come down just yet. They're just firing away. Anti finds the first frag over on Lennox, going to make it a 5v3. Simply Obsidian and Skywalker now still standing here for racially diverse, but Orion trying to regain the momentum here. They do have 1 member really lit, but in this 5v3 scenario, unless Simply starts lighting them up again, it might not be a good situation here for racially diverse.
Are they going to check close? It's Obsidian. He finds one. I don't think there's a second one there, but walks into the AWP. Defense has arrived. Simply and Skywalker trying to do anything they can, but this round is such nice work by Filthy and Anti to get the first 2 kills of the round, opening things up. And now they know where one man is. Spots out the second as well. Now it's all on Skywalker. 1v2. Can he do, or will he do not? There is no try. Gonna commit.
I like how you worked that in there.
Walks through the smoke, and he did not.
That was excellent.
I will admit, I am a giant Star Wars fanboy, so the opportunity to rip out some Star Wars references in a cast has me like, I've got like a caster boner. It's great. As
Dreamboat getting excited here, Orion has reasons to be happy as well. They win their first round, losing 3 in a row. It is now 4-3 in their favor. Orion trying to keep it going here. Racially Diverse has a decent buy, except for Obsidian, who only has a 5-7 and a smoke grenade. 3 M4s and an op rounding out the rest there. And of course, Orion, 4 AKs, NWP, lots of utility. They are good to go here. But either team, if either team loses this round, they, of course, whichever team loses this round, I should say, will be a little bit strapped for cash. And a smoke grenade being thrown there by one of the members racially diverse towards top drop.
Definitely got to be careful of the guy top drop. And one of the neat little things I've got here is Simply is boosted up behind tree. I love this little spot. If they elect to go in, they're gonna have a hard time because he is on the high ground. You know what happens when you have high ground?
You have high ground?
You lose 2 legs and an arm.
I don't get it.
I'm really disappointed in you for not getting that. Come on. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Like, will this be over? Simply, he's got the high ground, drops down, gets a second kill for himself. And yeah, I think this is over. The high ground prevails simply with the 3K.
I get it now. I get it. I'm good.
I was gonna be really disappointed if you'd like never seen like Revenge of the Sith or something. I was probably gonna disconnect from TeamSpeak and just like walk out of this cast right now. And I feel like I would have had Chaz's blessing for that too.
It wasn't clicking for some reason. I don't know why, but in either case, Racially Diverse did strike back, winning that round, resetting Orion. Orion opting to force up here, though. They have 2 AKs, 2 CZs, and a Deagle. So we'll see how it works out for them. The utility is very poor for them. Only 2 smoke grenades to work with. They're going to have to be very careful with how they use them. As 3 AKs, an AWP, and an M4, and lots of utility for Racially Diverse. And if they lose this round, they'll still be in pretty good shape economy-wise. Orion are the ones that have their backs against the wall here, at least for the time being.
And he could be in a very hairy position as everybody is long. One guy danger. If he manages to catch Izzy coming out danger, that'll be good. But it's actually going to be Prism finding 2. And now another guy's danger. And now Len. He's in the perfect position to throw a spanner in the works. Will he catch Filthy? He absolutely will. And that leaves just SGM with the CZ75. He is running, sprinting away. Perfect time flash, but not quite good enough. He's trying to recover this AK so hard. All these pop flashes, not quite good enough. And now he's very hurt. Well, Bank HE, not going to do the job.
Yeah, he's just trying to survive at this point. 32 seconds remaining in the round. He does have the bomb on his back. He could try a rotate towards B with 6 HP. Not much of a chance. He ends up peeking that corner instead of trying to save the gun. Lennox makes him pay for that, racking up his 13th frag of the match. It's now going to be 5-4 in favor of Racially Diverse. Heading into the 10th round of action, I am JRT with Dreamboat and our observer Chaz. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. We are in the first half of action here of the first match of the season for both Racially Diverse and Orion. This is ESEA-Main action. Here we go.
Don't forget to give JRT a follow on at JRTTV on Twitter. As Prism finds one, spots out quite a few more. See if he's gonna go down. He absolutely will. SGM with the CZ, making it work this time. Long range spray, do quite a bit of good damage here. Look at this. It's the rotate back to B. They've gone for the fake. They've actually pulled everybody off of the B bomb site. If they go fast, which unfortunately they slowed down, could have worked out very well for them.
Simply and Skywalker knew exactly what was going on there. They rotated right around, but here they go to drop now, and rotating back to A, juking out Racially Diverse. SGM gets Obsidian, and now Simply and Skywalker are completely out of position. All the way over at B, only one member left to take down on A, that is Lennox, and he's going towards danger. Just trying to stay alive and get a good angle here on Help and SGM. He heard the bomb drop down, misses his shots on Help, connected maybe on one. Help down to 38 HP. SGM finding Simply. Skywalker gonna come through those double doors, picks up a gun, finds the kill on Gizzy. Help goes down, and Lennox just double taps SGM right to the head. How well played was that for Lennox? Waiting so long for those shots, getting them when it counted. 6-4 for Racially Diverse. Really well played by Lennox once more.
And a really good job, like, not overcommitting for some positioning there, but also still being able to move up and get close to the bomb site. As soon as that player planting had to move, he was walking right into Lennox. He didn't try and force it. He didn't try and run in, balls to the wall to deny plant. He's like, you know what? We'll give him plant, and we'll just win this fight. And it was really well played by him. But at the same time, you have to give credit. That was an impeccable read by Orion, realizing that they could get through connector nice and easy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought they had the round there once they got through connector and kind of baited the rotate from 2 members of Racially Diverse onto B. Unfortunately for them, that one person left on A was Lennox, and he's 15-5 right now, really carrying the load well. 1:29 on the clock here as Help finds the first frag on Lennox. So there's the top frag down for Racially Diverse. Let's see how they respond. Skywalker.
Oh, Skywalker.
Yeah,
go ahead. He's low health too. Like 14 HP, gets cleaned up there. But you gotta give credit where credit's due. I mean, he's had fairly good impact with that AWP. He's not pacing the scoreboard as a couple more kills come in. He's just done a very good job hitting the ground running.
Prism and Simply are still standing. They're trying to get into the site. Prism opens up a little bit of space with a frag on Anti-Gizzy. Gets a critical trade there, and now he's going to go for the bomb plant. Simply, of course, knows exactly where he's located, so he's going to slowly creep through this hut, try and find a good angle over on the site. Bomb ticking away. Time against Simply, but he tracks down Gizzy, locks onto his head, and finishes him off quickly and easily. That's going to be that. He's going to look for the op, I think. But cannot track it down for the time being, but finally does. There it goes. Op in hand. It's going to be 7-4 for Racially Diverse after all is said and done here at Dreamboat.
Absolutely. They've gotten a very, very good start. And credits due. Simply another big clutch from him, another big round. Exactly what you want to see. A couple of these guys are just coming out so strong for Racially Diverse in these clutch situations. 1v1, no problem. He's got it. Don't even have to worry. If it gets down to the 1vx's, they're going to win it. It's kind of the way this game feels like it's going.
Yeah, Orion struggling a little bit, and I think that's thanks to Simply and Lennox coming out huge here, already in double-digit frags, and we're only in the 12th round of play here. Lennox throwing a lot of grenades here, Simply as well, just really trying to lock down Long B, as Orion is indeed pushing up towards there. They're taking their time now, though, waiting for this smoke to fade a little bit. Looks like it's going to be 3 on B and 1 towards drop, so pretty much a 4-man stack over on B for racially diverse. The A site a little bit exposed, but that's Skywalker with the op guarding it there.
Well, now look at the nice little cubby spots coming in here. Lennox then the one further back on site. Simply is on the one up at Plat. He's going to be the kind of first point of contact. Lets a couple of them pass, which is the right call. Peeks out, doesn't get the kills, though. He had 3 people not looking at him, just not able to find those. Too bad. Skywalker with the AWPs, chimed in with one taken out, but Prism in the coop. That's going to be a great to close it out. God. Through the coop for the 3rd shot as well. Why not throw in the wallbang for good riddance?
How do you not clear out Chicken Coop in that situation? Just letting him come around the corner, peek, get the headshot, go back and peek, get another one. No one even tried to spam him out near the end there. Prism just doing work against Orion, so everyone's starting to pitch in here. Maybe it's Obsidian's turn to get out of the 5 and 8 hole there.
I think what happened is they didn't realize that Skywalker was a rotator sitting rock. I think what they kind of saw is they saw the guy rock, they saw the guy plat, and they saw the guy hit sitting cubby, and we're like, okay, there's the 3 people. We've got the site now. Leaving Prism nice and easy inside coop. Still a misplay. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I think you're right, but as you said, still a misplay and still cost them the round there by not checking out, obviously, an extremely common spot here on Cobblestone. 120 remaining on the clock in this round. Orion doesn't have much. They have armor all around, 4 CZs and a Desert Eagle, 3 flashbangs, and that one lonely smoke grenade in Gizzy's hands. He's the one with most of that utility. Throws a flashbang over towards B, trying to bait them over and rotate back to A, I believe.
What he can. Bomb has moved fully to A. Booker, I love this little spot that he's at right now, just sitting right at the front of the truck. And he peeks right into him, even crouch peeked into him, you know, for the added layer. Second shot coming in from Skywalker as well into 3rd. Beautiful AWP place here, and Lennox backing them up, let them pass through mid. Beautiful work by those 2 playing off each other so well.
I mean, Skywalker got dinked by the CZ over from long A and still managed to survive and get the op kills that he needed. No one could finish him off, and it really cost him, so he's racked up 12 frags now. Only person who is in double-digit frags is Obsidian over on Racially Diverse. And looking at Orion, the scoreboard is just not a pretty sight. 9 and 10, 8 and 12 for 2, just everyone below 500. They really got to get it going here, especially on T-side. I consider Cobblestone to be a pretty T-sided map. And to see Racially Diverse already with 9 on CT side is troubling for Orion. But here they come, trying to strike back here. Anti gets the frag on Prison to open up the A site. That was a 4-man stack on B that has to rotate back now. Help, and Anti taking out 2 more. Lennox and Simply their latest victims, Obsidian and Skywalker still standing here. But finally, Orion finding a way to penetrate this defense, get into the bomb site, and plant that bomb.
You know, and I mean, definitely a surprise to be sure, but definitely a welcome one for them there as well. I mean, getting a very open A bomb site nice and easy. That's, you know, that's what you dream of, right? You dream of going to the right site when they stack. There's no worse feeling than walking into a bomb site and be like, oh, well, there's 5 people here and now we're all dead. that just feels bad.
It's just a nightmare. It's what nightmares are made of.
Exactly. So this is it's nice that Orion finally get one back. They are sitting in not the best situation right now on their T side, especially since, well, to think back to some of the other older Cobble games that we've seen, T side is very important and you can rack up a lot of rounds on it. So for them to only be sitting in a position where a 9-6 half is the best they can get, certainly not ideal. And that's not even a guarantee, as it's still a very, very strong double ops, even Prism and Skywalker pulling them out by for Racially Diverse, looking to make it a 10-5 half.
And I would say Racially Diverse are winning the aim duels as well, going all the way back to that second round where Lennox had 3 5-7 frags, winning the battle against an AK. I mean, it was just really well done for him. Prism finds the first frag here for Racially Diverse, so they're trying to get into double-digit round victories heading into the second half. 5v4, SGM, Filthy, Help, and Gizzy still standing. two of them there. It looks like they're paired off here. It is Help and SGM towards long B, then Gizzy and Filthy towards A. SGM sees Simply in his sights, but just cannot take him down. Filthy does find the frag on Lennox, and then Skywalker strikes right back, just like the Empire.
That was a bit of an overshriek by me, as a little bit of an unfortunate situation as well for Orion. Two players lined up on the A bomb site, but they only got one of them. I thought he was going to get both with that spray, but instead Prism stands, picks off Gizzy, and that leaves Filthy 1v4 to close out the half. What can he do? Gets one, that's all he's going to get, Simply closing it out. 10-5 half, and that's exactly the start that Racially Diverse wanted.
You missed my Star Wars reference when you interrupted me there, Dreamboat.
I heard it. It was good. Yeah, I was proud of you.
It was amazing. I did it just for you.
But I've been making prequel memes all game. You missed a couple of mine.
I know I did. I saw you in chat talking to Chaz, and I guess I missed a couple of them. But in any case,
there was only one reference, which was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, which is a popular prequel meme. Nah, I just made the subtle pun that you missed, which was I said that Skywalkers hit the ground running, ground runner. Awful pun. I really like that. That's why I wasn't gonna acknowledge it. I was just like, it was awful. It's absolutely awful.
Well, I'm proud of it though. I'm sure you are, and I'm proud of you, Dreamboat.
Wow, not even my parents are proud of me. That's a nice change.
As we head into the second half of action, guys, just a reminder, if you guys are looking for some casting, you can head on over to csgm.tv, apply for casting. We'll do our best to provide you with some of the most professional commentating and observing in the biz. Again, that's csgm.tv, you frag, we cast, and I am JRT with my co-caster Dreamboat, and of course our wonderful observer Chaz. As we are going in here, round number 16, Orion versus Racially Diverse, ESEA-Main action. First week of action in the first match for both teams. Orion SGM gets the opening frag, but then Lennox strikes back with two. He is still unloading very successfully with his weaponry. Filthy gets a couple back there, and I am just feeling like I made a very interesting comment. Skywalker gets the headshot from Filthy. I just probably upset Chaz in so many ways with how I phrased that he's cringing in his chair. Skywalker and Obsidian still standing, Racially Diverse, looking like they have a possibility of coming out with 11th round victory, but Anti, with a couple of quick frags, finishes it off. It is going to be 10-6 here.
Well, you know, phrasing issues are going to come up, especially since one of the other teams that we cast names is something around flawed peacocks. So,
yeah.
Perhaps without the ED on that first word. So it's gonna be an issue, I think, for this entire season. I think you're off the hook. Chaz is just gonna have to deal with it. And tell those out there in chat, if you're enjoying the casting here, give us all follows on Twitter at JRTTV. That's him. That's the other guy. Follow him there.
That's me.
And I'm at DreamboatCasts, along with our lovely producer at ChazGG.
Just follow us all and we'll give you lots of love. Oh wow, Obsidian coming out there, taking out a very aggressive Gizzy. SGM strikes back against Skywalker. Obsidian finds the frag on Help, so just trading back and forth are both teams. Looks like it's going to be a 4v3 for Racially Diverse, but they don't have the armor to pull it off. Filthy finding a couple of quick headshots there. And right, he actually gets traded by Obsidian. SGM finds Simply, then Obsidian, the last one standing, just cannot hold them off. A good push here by Orion. They lost 3 members, though, there on that buy round. That's going to cost them a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, to be fair, some of them were MP9s, a couple SMGs that you don't really mind losing, so it's not end of the world. But, you know, any economical damage is a good thing, as Orion are trying to claw back in here. Racially Diverse doing everything they can to put a spanner in the works for that.
Yeah, and sometimes you want to keep those SMGs and go into that third round with the SMGs that you held up in the previous ones, but it's not going to happen here. And I'm surprised to see, well, I guess not so much, because of course they have the AK buy due to the plant money that they had. I was going to say surprised to see SGM have the op, but yeah, he's going up against 4 AKs and an op for Skywalker. He's playing right around mid, peeked around the corner, trying to find someone, and indeed he would have had he gone just a bit further, but he backs up towards danger, boosts Anti into that little cubby at the top of Long A, and now he's going to back off and hold Long A with the op.
Couple pop flashes here. You make it feel like Orion want to peek more heavily than they have. Little smoke. Help feel adventurous. Will he go deeper into drop? There's a man there waiting for it, and he's going to think better of it, especially as that flash from Simply comes in. Couple guys on Ludiverse holding top drop right now. They're even going to fall back. No real map control right now, which is kind of, neat to note from Racially Diverse. They're kind of leaving things up to their own fragging power to see where they can go.
Now, I'm surprised to see the CT side's doing so well. At least it's a great start here for Orion, but Racially Diverse, of course, has those AKs.
Oh, well, they check Anti. Prism, he's so close.
Oh, no, Anti's got a huge advantage here. Prism doesn't see him! Look at this beautiful flank he's got. He still doesn't fire. Great trigger discipline, waiting patiently. But Obsidian, around the corner, gets the call out from his teammates and finds a couple of kills. I'm not sure why he didn't fire a little sooner. I thought it was good trigger discipline nonetheless. It is a 3v2 now for Racially Diverse. The thing is, he let Obsidian get around the corner. That's the mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he probably could have had a 3K spray down, let his team do the rest of the work. But instead, Racially Diverse closed that one out and around that they really shouldn't have.
Yep, so now Orion reeling a little bit. Their economy is very poor. Anti does have enough to perhaps buy up UMPs for his team. Instead, he buys the op.
Oh, man,
Okay.
They're going for the full force with an AWP. This is interesting. AWP is on SGM, UMP on Filthy, and it's just CZ75s going against 4 AKs and an AWP. This can work. It has worked before. I'm not saying I like the idea, though.
I don't know. A lot of people are asking why Gizzy is not opping, and I don't really have an answer for that. SGM looks like the one who's being favored here, has the op in his hands. 4-round deficit for Orion. SGM is a pretty pivotal player in this round. He's the one that they'll be counting on to get the frags. Filthy playing up close there towards Long B Plat with the UMP 45. Now backs off towards Highway, waiting patiently, looking for those frags. 4 members Racially Diverse going to be coming there. One lurk that is Simply with 13 HP. Here it comes.
Help getting boosted up. Drop gets picked out immediately by Len. He will trade one out, though, with the CZ killing the guy who was high above him in drop. A little bit too powerful. And now Skywalker, great entry with the AWP there. Prism chiming in as well, and this is now starting to fall apart a bit for Orion. They only have 1 kill. They've lost 3. That's not what you want. Although there is still SGM here with the AWP. Finds the first kill, looking for more. Will he find a second? He's very wary of drop down right now. Not so much of the players that could be on top of him. It's the right call as he gets a kill on Prism. Skywalker will take him out from lane, though. Leaves Anti trying to recover an AK, and instead he walks right into Skywalker's crosshair. Closing out the round. A nice little 3K once again for Skywalker.
It was well played by SGM. I think he was kind of just pincered in from all angles and got a couple of kills. Unfortunately for him, Skywalker came up with the op close range, got a really nice shot, and caught him slightly off guard. Just that millisecond of a difference between SGM flicking to him and Skywalker getting that frag. So really nicely done here for Racially Diverse. Orion, now that risk did not pay off, and they are stuck with 3 USPSs, and I think that's a P250 in Anti's hands as they're saving up perhaps for a couple of rounds. Anti, though, finds the first frag. Lennox goes down, simply trades it right back with the AK. They're going to have to be careful here. Prism gets one on Gizzy, simply finds another one, but Filthy's still standing. Takes up Prism, just back and forth here. Filthy last one up. He gets Simply as well, looking at Skywalker with the AK, but no armor for Filthy. Costs him there as the Glock headshot takes him down in a 1v1, an unexpected 1v1. Orion almost pulling that one off, and a very expensive round for Racially Diverse. That's going to cause a match pause to be called. Perhaps on Orion's side, they know this round is extremely important. Lose it, and the match is almost out of reach.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we got to take a second and just talk about Filthy. What were those headshots sitting on ramp there? I mean, he hits the first 2 just on the headshot angle, left them on both low HP. He knew he had those headshots, so he just charged out and got the insta 2K. Almost closed that one out. That was absolutely insane.
It was really impressive. I mean, he had the round, the possibility of winning the round. If he had head armor, well, actually wouldn't have mattered because, well, it might have mattered, of course, since the Glock was the one that shot him. So maybe if he had head armor, he would have been able to pull that one off, but not to be. You're going to have 5 M4s, no ops in Orion's hand. That's not going to be very helpful on the CT side. Of course, course, Skywalker still rocking it off. I want to check the scoreboard here because, interestingly, there are two members on Orion that really need to step it up here in this match. You have Gizzy, 9 and 18, and then Help, who needs a little help here. He's 5 and 19. That is not acceptable at Main, in my opinion.
No, definitely not what you want to be seeing. But, you know, we've all been there. We've all had bad days.
Oh, yeah. No, I played worse than that. But, you know, I'm just saying, at this level of play, you kind of expect to at least be in it. I don't expect everyone to be at the top of the scoreboard. Just, you know, be relevant.
Well, you know, maybe after the game, he'll go to a support forum and see if he can find some help for his play, because living up to his name, he really needs it.
Indeed. Well, we'll see if he can step it up here. He could still have an impact on this match. It's not over yet. Orion with the 5 M4s in hand, waiting patiently. 2 inside of danger. That's Anti and SGM taking a chance here, throwing some decoys in through mid, 1 through mid, and 1 inside of connector. And here come Racially Diverse. They're going to walk onto the A site. Anti tries to fire away at Simply, does connect on his shots finally after firing almost an entire clip. And now it's going to be a 5v4, but not for long. Prism comes up with the headshot on Filthy. Skywalker going to get flashbanged fully here. SGM cannot take advantage of it. Now Skywalker still standing, looking around that corner, gets flashed again, but turns away from it, misses the shot. Help in the meantime gets Lennox while SGM worked on Skywalker. Now it is a 4v2, and Orion finally look like they might be able to come out and win around here on this second half after losing 3 in a row. Obsidian waiting on the site here. Still has a pretty good angle as Prism underneath. Balcony finds 2. Help and Gizzy going down, make it 3 for Prism. He is just a monster right now, folks. He almost finds the 4th as well. You cannot let someone underneath Balcony survive for that long. Orion down 7 rounds now. Racially Diverse gets their 14th, and that could have been the nail in the coffin.
Oh my lord, what a monster play from Prism. What a god. That was absolutely insane. You know, I definitely saw him getting the first one. The second one I thought was out of the question. And then the third one, what in God's name was that? How do you let a man there get those quick 3? Almost had a 4th as well. Just got robbed by Obsidian through the truck.
You have to get that trade. There's no excuse. I mean, his positioning isn't that great. He's kind of exposed every time he peeks just to let him get those 3 frags. It's surprising. Orion's better than that. As Obsidian looking out here with his teammate Prism towards mid, trying to get some mid control here. 5 CZs and armor for all members of Orion.
You know, that's one thing that's going to separate the good teams from the great teams at this level, is the fact that when they seem so out of it, those individual players can step up. Prism, that huge round, you know, it falls down. Maybe they need that again. That's what separates a team like Racially Diverse. And oh, Len, no one saw that, except I saw it. He tried to throw a smoke over long and bounced it off a box and wound up smoking long off. Smoked himself. Good job.
It's not really. It doesn't really matter, though, of course, as his team is just making work of the Orion members. But Anti and Filthy have something to say about this one, at least for a moment. Anti gets taken out by Lennox, leaving only Filthy, whose position is known. He does find the frag anyway, but Obsidian with a nice HE grenade, then follows it up with a quick spray down from the AK. Racially Diverse 15, Orion 7. Orion has to win out to have even a chance at getting into overtime. This match has not gone in their favor at all.
Sorry, I had to just put a little bit of a meme in GoTV chat there. I am sorry.
It's okay. I accept your apology.
I think they need to see it, Chaz.
As one...
Not help. I am looking for Orion. They need it. They are missing. This is sad. They're doing everything they can to extend this game. Getting systematically destroyed right now. Out-aimed, outplayed, out-clutched. What can you do? But look at this spot from Filthy. Lovely, lovely play there. Picks off Skywalker.
Yeah, that was a good peek there. Over towards long, finding the opening frag, and perhaps Orion will be able to pull this one off. But I think this goes back to the first half. Like we were saying, Drew, about 9-6. On T side, losing 9-6 on T side in the half is just not okay. It doesn't put you in a good position, especially on a map like Cobblestone. Lennox finds a frag there.
Yeah, exactly. There's a man advantage for Orion. You think they're going to be fine? No, immediately evened up by Len. Can he hit the smoke this time?
I think he will. I'd be very surprised. He doesn't even try. Maybe he's just doesn't want to embarrass himself on the stream. And he finds the frag on Prism. Leaves only Lennox and Simply over at Long B. But, you know, when you have Lennox and Simply, both players just on fire at this game, anything can happen. Gizzy over at Rock, and yep, there it is. Lennox taking him down like it's nothing. Help and Anti still standing. Help firing through that smoke, giving away his position over at Drop. A lot of info here for Lennox. So he just has to stare down over towards Long B. He finds Anti, so both positions are known here for racially diverse as they're going for match point. The bomb is down, advantage in their favor. A good molly thrown there by Orion, though, and now it is a 2v1. Simply is going to have to pull off another clutch here if he wants to end this now. Misses one shot, misses another as well. Wow, he had a lot of time to take that shot on Help, and that's not going to cut it there, at least for this round. Orion going to come up with their 8th round victory, and it is not over yet.
Man, oh man. Every time it's getting down to the wire. Just a good clutch there from Orion. Fight one more round, although I don't know, their money's okay. They'll have a solid buy.
Yeah, I think
I was
both
a little
teams
bit
will
worried.
have a good buy. If they lose this one, though, the buy will be a little poor. I mean, they won't be able to buy up much.
I believe our Moobot is a little bit out of date. This is, to my knowledge, not a best of 3. It is just one match, Cobblestone. In reality, it's a best of 25 right now. We're going for the long haul.
Man, Moobot is always broken. I'm angry at Moobot.
Well, you know, he's angry at you as well.
Well, here we go, though. It is round number 9 of the half. Second half of action. SGM finds Prism, then Obsidian as well. Anti over from that boost spot at Long A does get Simply again. They just aren't checking that boost spot, which is surprising. It did cost them twice. This time it might cost them the round. SGM, Filthy, and Help still standing. Racially Diverse has Lennox and Skywalker, but the bomb is not in their possession. Skywalker comes around the corner and takes Filthy out like it is nothing. Help gets the quick trade, though. And now it's Lennox, the monster for Racially Diverse, standing at 27 and 16. Looking to close out this round. Lennox coming up here through mid. Finds SGM, misses his shots. Help over at balcony. Lennox does not know his position. SGM over on the A site now playing default. Help gets caught out by Lennox, and now Lennox has the advantage. All the info in his favor. He's going to jump on the roof, trying to get SGM. He does. Lennox pulls it off. 29 and 16. Final score for him. And of course, just 16 to 8. Pretty punishing loss there for Orion. They just played really well, did Racially Diverse.
That's also partially just indicative of that game right there. Every single clutch, it felt like so many of them at least just went Racially Diverse's way. And of course, it has to be an insane 1v2 at the end there to do it. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He was just on fire the entire game. Really good job there by Lennox. And that's going to be that. Final score again, 16 to 8. Only the first round, or first match of the season, of course. In ESEA-Main. Are we going to have an interview here? All right. We are not going to have an interview, guys. And that's going to be that. Any final words, Dreamboat, about this match?
Oh, nothing too much. Just absolutely impressive game. I really enjoyed it. And, don't forget to give us a follow at both on the CSGM Twitter and also me at DreamboatCast, you at JRTTV, sorry, and Chaz at ChazGG.
And with that, guys, we are going to be signing off for the night. We'll be back. I think it's Thursday. I'm not sure if we have any matches tomorrow, but we'll, of course, keep you posted. If you're following us on Twitter, you'll find out about the latest matches that will go live.
Tomorrow, to my knowledge. It should be Twisted Sin versus Impact.
Just check our Twitter, guys, and you'll be able to find out the latest info. Again, I am JRT with Dreamboat and Chaz doing all of that wonderful observing. And remember, you frag,
we cast.